sponsored by Bet365.
Hello and welcome back to Tuck's Tips. I'm joined here by the delightful Tuck. How are you today?
I'm very well, and thank you for those kind words. Delightful. I've never been called that before.
So we have a huge first Bledisloe Cup Test match tomorrow against the All Blacks. How do you think the boys will go?
Look, it's going to be difficult. It's tough. The All Blacks are the best team in the world for a reason. Yes, they did draw the Lions series, but they showed that's a series they should have won in my opinion. They were the better side. Interesting to see with selections that the Czech's gone. I think he's picked a really good side. Actually, I'm really impressed. We're starting to get some really good combinations in that tight five. It's the first time in a long time the tight five's picked itself. Coleman, Arnold starting to form a combination. It's good to see Sean McMahon back. Fantastic player. Was injured all Super Rugby, and good to see him. And they're sticking with Hannigan, which is I think good. He's a big, robust, blindside breaker, and impressed with that selection. And all in all, a really good forward pack. Go to the back line. Really good to see Kurtley Beale back in the side. I can't speak more highly of Kurtley as a player and how he's developed as a person. I think he'll add another dimension to the Wallaby back line. He's at that age now where he's at the peak of his powers, and I think having that second ball player. And Kurtley's getting older and he's a better defender, so great to see him there. And then you've got Curtis Rona making his debut, a Wallaby debut, which is good. It's going to be a great day for him. You go through that bench and loads of experience. I think Tafu will get plenty of time in this test and the series with Stephen Moore on his way out. And I'm really impressed with the selections Czechs have made for the Wallaby side.
Yes, well, we're all very, very excited to see how they go on Saturday. Now let's take a look at the All Blacks side. How do you think their team is tracking for Saturday?
Yeah, it's hard to say anything critical about this All Black side. I guess the biggest things of note is, I think Steve Hansen sort of played his hand a bit, that he's sort of looking towards the future. Kano left out for Squire, and then you've also got Mackenzie in for Israel Dagg. And Israel Dagg and Kano have been two of the best for the All Blacks over many years. Obviously, Israel's been in and out, but some tremendous players. So good opportunity. I like Squires. He's a great player, and good to see him in the side. And then the rest of that All Black side, it's a quality side. It'd be interesting to see how this one goes.
And the player in focus this week is our newly appointed Australian skipper, Michael Hooper.
Yeah, look, what can you say about Michael Hooper? He is the Energizer Bunny. He gives 100%. I would say 110%, but I hate people say that because you can't have 110. But anyway, he is 100% every week. He is a quality player. But the part of his game that, you can speak about his speed, you can speak about his ball running, you can speak about his rugby brain. He's got a great rugby brain. But the thing about his game that I've seen develop the last 12 to 18 months, especially the last 12 months, is his captaincy. He really has the ability to really lift the team now and get them to focus. It'd be great to see him lead this side and hopefully lead on a Wallaby side to their first victory against the All Blacks since 2015. And let's think about dreaming. First Bledisloe victory since 2002.
And Tuck, who are you tipping then for this weekend?
Yeah, look, this is a really difficult one. I'm a bit torn. I have got a lot of enthusiasm about the Wallabies. Their preparation. They've had the 4 or 5 weeks in camp for Super Rugby since that's happened, where the All Blacks have had the semi-final. So they've had a really good set time to really establish themselves, and I'm really confident they'll do well. But from a tipping point of view, it is very hard to tip against the All Blacks. The heart says the Wallabies, the head says the All Blacks. I think I'll have to go with the All Blacks.
Sorry, Tuck, but I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one. I have this really good gut feeling that the Wallabies might come through with the win this weekend. I mean, they've had a lot of preparation and they've put in a lot of hard work over the last few weeks, so I think they could come out with the win.
Well, Izzy, I hope you are right. I would not be any happy to be wrong in this instance. I hope the Wallabies can do it, and I think a lot of what you said has merit, so hopefully you're right and I'm wrong.
Fingers crossed. We're all hoping for it this weekend. And remember, watch all the news, the highlights and the reactions on Rugby.com.au all weekend. And if you're going to take a gamble, please do so responsibly.
Get out to Homebush and watch the Wallabies win.